by heat race number 2 for the Dot Food Sportsman on the racetrack, and starting on the pole out of Watertown, the Harley-Davidson motorcycle is number 21 of Taylor Cabrera. Is outside the 2D of Jacob Duper. Row 2 will see the Snap-on Ameritula sponsored R19 of Dale Caswell. Is outside Zach Savak in the 38. Zach Payne, the MP delivery number 7 will start 5th. JJ Corsi is starting scratch. A little from Teddy Clayton in the 3. Configuration, how tight turn number 1 is, how wide turn 4 looks, but really isn't what you do behind the wheel of a race car. It is a hard track to get a handle on, and he's showing it there, Gary Brooks. We having fun? Got some visitors in the booth here. Probably see a little better there in the chair, as we want to thank the Reagan Companies for sponsoring tonight's racing action here. As the Billy Whitaker's Cars and Trucks pace car will seek the safety of the infield one more time, as Matt Cabrera and Dale Caswell will be side by side here for the restart with a lap to go. Cabrera. Caswell with a great restart. He'll work the top side of the racetrack. Great one off the backstretch. Junior leader Zach Payne trying to make it a 3 cars. Logging number 79, Ed Downing out of Bernards Bay, the 18, and the JV logging in Firewood number 16, that is Chris Bonofsky. So there we go. Everybody getting a little tight there in turns 1 and 2. Spread out for you girls. Oh, we got it going. I have a feeling we've been pretty calm, cool, and collected 3 and 4, and that was no exception. As Earl Rooney got so early on the high side, he jetted up the racetrack. Tony Finch was just holding his own, and then all of a sudden, Bucky Hayes says, I'm in that spot via the chrome horn, the front bumper. So Finch is going to lose a spot. Rudy's going to lose some spots, and then the A1 of Hayes is going to be penalized for dumping the zero machine, so he's going to the back too. It's just a party back there.
Put him back there.
More like a timeout. Because what's better than the 3 people that just got in trouble in the principal's office all in the same classroom again? That's why we call him the director of traffic control. He's got a one-way radio. He's telling the drivers where to go, who did what, and to calm down more or less. And it's one-way communication because we don't need the drivers talking back to us. It's not a dictatorship. It's a dictatorship. Yeah. It's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship. That's what I was looking for. So they'll reach the blue barrels in turns 3 and 4. All starts and restarts. Speedway tonight, and if it goes well, maybe he'll race here on a weekly basis. I can tell you right now, it is not going very well for Ed Downing. And Bucky Hayes, he's gonna need to up that deductible a little bit, increase his premiums. Unfortunately, going to go up as a result. Maybe the Reagan companies can help him out. They're here tonight. They specialize in commercial insurance. Personal insurance. Jerry, they insure you and you're here, right? Until they get a good look at it, they'll do a nice quick quote and be like, no thank you. You're going to have to pay a high deductible, Jerry Brooks. I'm sorry, your record, not very good. So here we go, we'll try this one again. Sportsman heat race number 3, Tyler Murray, and now Amy Holland on the front row. Fix my notes. Matt Caprera on the pole. I'm sorry, Matt. is outside in car number 17J, that is Brent Joy. We're to the inside third starter, the 16B of Chris Bonovsky to his outside, the R1 of Riley Regala. I'm doing this by memory and out of breath. What do you want from me? R19 of Dale Caswell, the 0 of Tony Fish II, the 32 of Max Hill, the 38 of Zach Sabaka. That is your top 10 starters. Then we got the 34 machine, who is a different driver, who's taken control of this car since the halfway point of the season. That is Tyler Murray. Then we got a driver with a new car 2 weeks out. That's the 21W of Quinn Wallace. Then we got car number 7Z, that is Zach Payne, the 5 of Amy Holland in the Wingsies Aggregates ride, the 19C of Brandon Carvey, the Z4 of JJ Corsi down right. Wave to wave to you, wave to them. We'll see the green flag next time. Then we got the 5K of Matt Kids, the 8 of Wolf, the 3 of Chris Mackin, the 79. The Prentice logging line, that is Jeff Prentice, the 33 of Richard the Rocket Murtaugh, the 63 of Teddy Clayton, the 18 newcomer with us tonight at Downing, the 2D of Jake Duper, the 16 of Earl Rudy, the A1 of Bucky Hayes, and the 51 of Rich Townsend. Did it all by memory. Here we go. 25 laps. To do before tomorrow's race over at the Brewerton Speedway. Also a little bit of metal work as well, as he just shredded a part of that back bumper as well. So far, after a fierce and feisty 6 laps, Brent Joy leads the way over Matt Caprera, Riley Regala, Dale Caswell, and Chris Bonovsky, your top 5 cars. Zach Sabaka sitting in that number 6 spot and got a good run, but just couldn't find a way past the 16 or the R19. As you can see, that back bumper on Dupra is at a 90-degree angle. I did not need a protractor to figure that one out. He will need a chiropractor and probably a fabricator for tomorrow's race over at our sit track, the Brewerton Speedway. As Syracuse Haulers, nope, they're presenting next week here. Sterling Lubricants and Champion Racing Oil, along with Early Pest Control, bring you the modified, the sports for the moms, remodels, the novice, and the non-race tomorrow. Cars, tickets were claimed. There you go. I know, Jerry. We had a plan to go to the Wild. The plan just went kaboom. I love how I make an LD bottle every week and don't drink it. It's that Gatorade goodness. I need my own water sponsorship. Or maybe a puffer sponsorship. Here we go. Brent Joy leader. He'll select the high side. Matt Caprera to his inside. Here we go. Just like that. Tough break for Tony Finch the second. So Earl Rudy also coming to a stop there up on the top shelf of the racetrack. to go single file so we can put them in the proper spots here for the restart. Oh, that's right, we are under 9 to go, so it is a single file restart. It'll be Zach Sabaka, Brent Joy, Dale Caswell, Amy Holland, and Matt Cabrera, your top 5. 6 through 10 is Quinn Wallace, Taylor Fink, Robbie Regala, Zach Payne, and Jeff Douglas. So here we go, 8 laps to go. Zach Sabaka looking strong. Can it continue? Green flag is up. Drivers know where exactly to go. So it's Sabaka once again looking to pick up the win. Now he's got 3 laps to hold on. Does Brent Joy, Dale Caswell, Amy Holland, or Quinn Wallace have anything up their sleeves to get by Sabaka here as the white flag is out? 1 more lap to go. So here we go, single file restart with 3 to go. This one's not over yet. Sabaka brings the field back to green and stack up in the middle. That shall not be named peeks its head over the turn 2 side of the trees. Something in the water. So same spots as before. We did not complete a lap. And Sabaka doing something I've seen on iRacing a handful of times. You let everybody come up the top of the racetrack, and then the second you hit the go barrel, boom, down the hill you go. Gravity. And it also helps nobody gets the front on the inside of you. That's really what that means for. Making sure you shut down the inside line of the racetrack and you get away cleanly. But what that does mid-pack, because I've also been in that situation on iRacing, mid-pack it stacks everybody else out behind you, and you're just trying not to run over the car in front of you. You'll see it again here, most likely. Unfortunately, already started. Here we go, back to it. Going for the same piece of real estate, no one wanting to back down. Tires touched, and Prentice goes around. Mackey looked like he was heading right towards the outside wall in turn one, but was able to back it down quick enough and not make contact. And oh yeah, by the way, if you missed the Enduro we had last week, that turn one wall's been there since I was here as a 5-year-old. An Enduro car hit that close to full speed, and as you can see, right to the right of the Rocket Racing Setup's banner, it's been moved about a foot. That happened last week. Among other things, I should say. You know, car on fire, guy driving out the passenger side of the vehicle. I had a full-on conversation with someone who couldn't hear me, but through an XM radio waving to me every lap. I set up a grooming appointment for my 2 dogs. While the race was going on, through the FM radio, you missed a lot if you weren't here last Friday for the Enduro. Anyway, back to the racing here on Braking Company's night at the Speedway. It is all Zach Sabatka right now, and again, we look at the point standings, and again, there's only 6 points-paying races left in this season. Zach Sabatka has an 8-point lead over Alan Fink going into tonight. Zach has finished in the top 5, 6 out of the 8 starts, but has yet to win. Could tonight be his night? Alan Fink, who is second in points, is currently in 6th spot. Again, he's 8 points behind Zach, and then Amy Holland, who's third in points with 372 points to her credit, she is sitting in 4th in the standings. So again, drivers have one-way radios. We're putting them in the spots they need to be in. And Tony Finch II being told over the one-way radio he jumped the start on the last restart, so he's going to the back of the field here on this restart. So after all that paperwork's been completed, given the stamp of approval via the electronic scoring system and Jerry's Chicken Scratch, we are ready to go. This time off at turn 4. That is the hardest elbow you've given me all year. Oh my god. If you can't tell, we basically make fun of each other. Yeah, we make fun of each other all night. You're quiet for the most part. You just throw mean elbows. Green, white checker. Sabatka, Troy, Caswell, Holland, visible at times, and he is giving a stern talking to the students, race car drivers right now, as it has been a difficult finish to this one. This is abnormal. This is not what we're used to here at the Speedway as far as the sportsmen are concerned. Normally put on a clean, great show, but right now it has been a little bit of yellow fever, and we're not dancing. And right now, Zach Sabaka's like, what do I have to do to get a checkered flag shown in my face here for win number 1? And it looked like Gorsie had trouble there on that restart, which bottled up the field from about him on back, and then it was haywire from there. So, don't forget, next Friday night, we'll do this all over again. Syracuse Haulers presenting the modifieds, the Sportsman, the mod lights, the 4-cylinders. And if you have a car, have a helmet, and haven't drank anything, we're doing spectator races next week. Bring a helmet, insurance not required. Ironically enough, our sponsor tonight's an insurance company. I remember somebody trying to claim a wreck on their insurance on their car until the insurance company found out they were involved in the one-on-one spectator races. Needless to say, it was not public. Bring us out with that. So Zach Sabaka is thinking to himself at the start of the night, how do I protect my 8-point lead going into tonight? The answer is doing what he did just now, and that's park it into victory lane for the first time here this season in the Dot Food Sportsman ranks, as he'll complete the 25-lap domination that you just witnessed here. Sterling Lubricants, Mohawk Northeast 87 speed on the side of this race car, along with Stoneberg Construction. He's been a model of consistency all year and parks it in victory lane for the first time in 2021. He can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Zach Sabaka. And with a rooftop two-step to boot, he'll come on down. Crew says don't fall. Graceful. I've seen that happen, believe it or not. Charlie Sandercock had done it twice. He face plants off the roof. But Zach's a little more talented than Charlie Sandercock is. Tell Charlie I said that. Come on here, Zach. Congratulations, sir. You've been a model of consistency all year, but you park in the lane tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. We've had some pretty bad luck the past few weeks, and we've been working in the shop every night trying to figure out what was going on with the car, and we found something pretty big last week. It changed it around for tonight, and it ended up working out first pretty well. I liked how the car felt.
What was it, if you don't mind us asking?
The rear end was actually sitting in the car wrong. It was a little bit making it a little too free coming off the corner. So got that figured out.
Yeah, wasted no time tonight. It was 0-3 and nearly 4 wide at some points tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty close between me and the 19 car going into 1. He was on top, and I tried going on top more. Ended up working out for me. He ran pretty good though too.
What do you want to thank?
everybody on the car. Steve Sterling with Sterling Lubricants, he's helped us out a lot. With Jason and 87 Speed, with our shocks, he does a lot for us too. Stoneberg Construction, my dad, my grandfather, Mohawk Northeast, Predator Race Car Fabrication.
Congratulations, Zach.
Thank you.
He's jumping with excitement on the inside. Pats has 8-point lead tonight with a win, his first of the season in the Dot Food Sportsman. Up next, one more